So after 2 or 3 years doing both nano hairstrokes and microblading, I just realized that both of these techniques need to go hand in hand to cover all the skin types and skin condition to make it heal good. We will hear like nano hairstroke working on all types of the skin. Yes, you can use a nano hairstroke or can use a microblading work on all types of the skin. But as the brows artists, we cared about how it healed afterward. Is the result how it healed afterward is more matter. Just technically, we can perform microblading on any type of skin and nano hairstroke on any type of skin. So after like 2 or 3 years using both microblading and nano hairstroke, sometimes I have to alternate using one or the others. Sometimes the nano hairstroke will work very well, and sometimes it's not. So I still prefer having these two skills hand in hand to serve customer range. In New Zealand, we see that there are so many different skin type and different skin condition. It's not like in Asia. Hairstroke over there is very popular and is work very well on all type of the Asian skin. But here in New Zealand, we have sun damaged skin, we have oily skin, we have a Pacific Islander skin with really, really oily. But we also have a very, very thin skin and bleed a lot. So we just can't say that nano hairstroke working on all different skin type. So we still have to be very selective of which skin we work with. For example, in the past, I found that microblading, when we work on very, very thin and older skin type, it tend to be bleed a lot and it heal very bad. Even when you do a powder brows too, if you work on very thin and old skin, the result is never look better or look good compared to the young and thicker skin. So I have to say is that nano hairstroke is like a microblading work best on the dry and normal skin. Young skin is work best on those types. So come to problematic skin like the scar skin, the skin with the brows with so many times of laser is very scarring. Also the skin is very, very thin and dry for the age group from 60 up. Caucasian skin is very, very hard. And also oily skin, right? So now I think you might already start working on both nano hairstroke and microblading. You just realize that microblading, it actually go deeper compared to nano hairstroke. So that's why it lasts longer than nano hairstroke, to be honest. I'm not sure how people do, but I found that microblading lasts longer than nano hairstroke because nano hairstroke will work very superficial. All right. Unless you go deep, sometimes people go deep. Microblading, if you go deep, the stroke never stay the same. It quite thick and look very bad. So you have to make sure you go into the correct layer so it's not migrated over time. So with the nano hairstroke, it works very well on dry and normal skin, and Asian skin is the best for it. But with the fair skin or oily skin or problematic skin, like very, very thin and bleeding, it is you have to be careful. So in short, I found that microblading is can't work on the old scar skin like the one with many times laser. But I found that if I'm using nano hairstroke working on this type of skin, it work well in many cases. Or microblading, we can't work on older age group. It's thin, it bleeds, so it heal not very nice. Then we use a nano hairstroke working on those people. So then it's heal good and it it's nice and thin. Also, that's those two. I think with nano hairstroke is actually more advanced than microblading in that case. But sometimes I found that with people have, for example, like alopecia or some skin condition, it makes it very tough. Then the skin very tough. Then nano hairstroke is too superficial and it doesn't stay unless you go deep. But again, and I said again, like microblading, if you go deep, it can be with nano hairstroke, it can be very bad healing. So you need to master the skill a lot. You need to practice a lot with nano hairstroke with needle, so you can control the pressure. On different skin type, you might use a different pressure. And even though in the same brows, the front of the brows, the skin normally thicker, you might use a little bit more pressure or stay longer in one place before you move forward compared to the tail. The tail, is where the skin is way thinner. So you find that is, you normally go deep and you normally deposit more pigment because it's healed darker in the end. So knowing what you do and also master the skills, it will get better. If you want to me share the tips how to create the really, really thin line, then I'll make another video later.